guys on Twitter have been doing incredible fan art. It's been awesome to see. I've seen a lot of theories popping up in the Discord. I've seen a lot of cool people tweeting at me and asking me questions about the show. I had some people comment on the YouTube video and ask me questions. So Q&As are all around. If you want to get a hold of me, just tweet at me and tweet a question at me. I'll answer it. Answers on YouTube as well. There's a bunch of questions on there for people like, why does Crumb have 14 HP? And the answer is because Crumb is a house cat. Crumb is 1/8 the size of anyone else in the party and 1/12 the size of Jordan's character. So it's much less. That's why. Assassin Ace, thank you so much for the gift subs. This is a great time. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted. This is a great time to mention that I will not be thanking gift subs or followers and stuff until the end of the stream once we start, because I try to keep it. This is for the players. I did this for them, and streaming it's just a nice kind of side thing that I get to do. This is for them to come together and play D&D together and have fun. So I'm going to focus on them. But thank you guys so much for the gift subs and the support and all that. It means a lot to me. Everyone in Kara's chat as well. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks for watching Kara play D&D and enjoying with us. Feel free to ask if you have something you want to say in either chat. Feel free to either shoot it at me or I would hope at Kara, and she can let you know if there's a question. I remember last week somebody was asking where this takes place in the D&D lore, like the D&D world. Somebody was asking that in Kara's chat. I was too busy running the things to be able to answer the question, but this is entirely homebrewed. So this is not in part of the D&D official lore at all. There's no D&D characters. You're not going to see any characters from official D&D books. This is all homebrewed. So that answers that question, so that doesn't come up anymore. Other than that, yeah, Rifkin and then Crumb.
Oh, I figured out what you're talking. I couldn't get my login to show the campaign, but I got it now.
Okay, perfect. Crumb?
I tried logging in, and now I just have a screen that says forbidden.
In the top
zone, Roll20.
Oh, it's because Commander linked his account link
Yeah.
and not the regular.
Yeah, try to just go to
problem I had. I just went to the site on its own.
That's
Also,
weird.
Didn't I take some amount of damage last time, or did I take none? And I know I used a spell, but I don't think it's checked off under, what was it, Divine Sense or something?
You used a guiding bolt last session.
I did, yeah.
That
I don't see anything checked off.
So go to your spell list on your character sheet. Your spell list should
Oh,
be
I did. Never mind. It is good. Okay.
I believe we did mark it.
Yeah,
sure.
we're good. We're good. Okay. And no, I guess I didn't take damage. Heck yeah.
Sorry, I'm back.
You're good. Is that just your internet kind of being annoying?
I don't know what's happening.
It's okay. Let me switch up the cameras again here real quick. Let's see. I'm going to be smart about this and move things correctly here. Okay, so moving Jordan. Jordan's good, actually. Okay, you guys switch spots. Okay, so I need to...
My bad.
You're good. Why is it being annoying? Oh, that's trippy. Oh, right. It's because I flipped you. That's why. I was like, okay. Yeah, I flipped you last session, and that's why, like, my entire thing was being wonky. All right, cool. We got that. We got Kara.
I'm having so much trouble.
Are you having trouble logging in?
No, I'm just it's hard to get everything working for my stream.
Internet in LA is fantastic. I love internet in LA. It's just the best internet ever.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I've heard that from a lot of people.
While we're waiting, do you want to talk about how Jordan finally broke the curse?
The MCC curse.
Yeah.
I heard
This
about
time
that.
in a good way?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if it's the full curse break because it's not MCC, but it's the second special edition Twitch Rivals that I'm 2 for 2 on the special edition Twitch Rivals. So
Heck yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. It's exciting. And I was only mildly frustrated that my internet, or not my internet, but the Twitch LA server, for once it wasn't my internet, the LA server cut out as we were finishing the final boss.
Yeah, I was I don't really follow Minecraft very much, as you know, but
You don't? Bro, what the heck?
I know, crazy, right? But it was actually really cool seeing that you guys were using this like I was so on board with whatever that boat strat was. All the other streamers were like trying really hard with like this gear and jumping and lava and coordination. And I go to your stream, there's just like 100 guys in boats. I'm like, what is happening right now?
Was nobody else doing boats?
Not that I saw, at least. But I was just flipping through a couple of streamers.
Oh yeah, when I was doing the Mindhut thing, I was hosting with someone who put it on, and they're like, "Yeah, we had no idea they were going to use boats and all these weird strats, man. When we tested this, we did not anticipate this."
Wait, like they didn't want us doing it and we broke it?
No, you could have done whatever you want. They just didn't expect it.
Yeah, I love special tactics. I'm a huge fan of special tactics.
It was pretty cool. I still think like the lava channel was the most effective, though. I think.
Yeah, they talked about the lava in the hole as well.
Mm-hmm. Other teams were doing that.
Wait, I can't select free. Oh, yes, I can.
All right. So are you guys good to go? You guys ready to go?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let me double check this thing real quick. Just hit that. And I should be, let's see, roll 20. And boom.
Excuse me.
Perfect. Okay. Bless you. All right. So, couple things before we begin. Just, I guess one thing really, which is kind of a new development. It is storming like hell outside my house. I don't know if I mentioned this yet. So, if you guys are, if my internet like fades, for example, or I'm dropping frames, it might be because of internet fluctuation and storming and stuff. If you hear hail in the background, that kind of stuff. So just be aware. It is you may hear thunder, hail, that kind of stuff. My lights might flicker. I don't know, but we're gonna try our best to.
Everybody's setting the scene for the haunted mansion, you know.
Right.
The
Right.
environment, everything.
Right. It looks like everyone saved. Nope. Oh, Jordan's in here. Perfect. Okay, we are all in roll 20.
Hey.
We've got a bunch
I
of
just joined and saw what's going on.
drawings. A bunch of drawings all over the map.
Oh.
How do you get to the map again?
It is on roll 20.
I have to click the session.
Yeah, click launch
Yeah,
game.
click the session, then click launch game.
Oh, launch game. Oh yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
Not bad.
You're good. Some of you may notice I haven't updated the PowerPoint presentation or whatever on the stream. Like we still have a stand-in picture for Grog. So I just haven't asked any of the artists on Twitter if I can use their art yet. I should have done that. I forgot to do it. So I'll do that before the next session, hopefully, and we can update some of those arts to look a little bit more like they're supposed to. But I want to start off today by doing just a real short recap of what happened last time. Then I want to do something that I forgot to do last time, and then we'll get rolling. So we're going to start off with the recap. Welcome back, everybody, to the Haunting of Moonglow Mansion, episode 2. And last we left off, the party had explored just a small portion of the mansion. They entered through the back of the mansion using a ladder and had met a ghost. Does any of the cast remember the ghost's name? It starts with a J.
Jason.
Jack, you got it?
Pick me. James.
It is James. Yes, James.
Oops.
He's a young boy who seemed to have a close friendship, maybe even that kind of like young love kind of thing with one of the daughters of the Moonglow family, Annabelle, or Anna, who he called. And James is someone you got a little bit of information out. You learned about where Mr. Maximilian Moonglow normally is, which is in the like main entranceway of the mansion is where he normally floats around. You also learned that Annabelle was someone who hung out a lot in the library looking for answers to what was going on in her family home before she disappeared. So you knew that you needed to go to the library to look for her. And you also learned of a creature in the mansion that James warned you about. He said he didn't know that much about it other than just to stay away from the creature. Do you guys remember his name? It starts with an L.
I just remember Dory was like that bear thing.
Linus.
Oh, not quite. Looks like Jack's got the notes. Jack,
I
go
got the
for it.
notes. It was Lehan.
Yeah, it's Leon.
Leon
the broker.
Jack.
Right.
I got notes. I take notes. It's whatever.
There's not much information to know about Leon the broker other than you know that he's very like morbidly obese for a ghost, so you'll be able to spot him pretty well. And inside him are an unknown number of ghosts that he has consumed. So you're not sure where he came from, what role he has to play in this story, but you should know that when I name a character, if I give a character a name, they're important for some reason. So either watch out for them or be ready to interact with them at some point. And so those were like the three big pieces of information. Other than that, I'm not going to recap the story of the mansion because that trailer is out there. You guys can watch that. It's only a couple minutes long. That's like what happened to start the mansion. We are going to get rolling into it. Before
we took out an anti-aircraft ghost.
You did. That was a huge moment in episode 1.
Ghost, yeah.
There was a young teenage ghost on the roof who was slinging ghostly rocks at the party. And had a shirt that said anti-aircraft ghost, and they yeeted that ghost into the next life.
No questions asked. We did destroy them. Yeah.
Yeah, they got they got poofed out of existence with a guiding bolt. That was pretty sick. That was like Trunks. Like that actually works because Trunks is the name of a Dragon Ball Z character. You use one of those Dragon Ball Z.
That's what it was named after. And then I realized he was an elephant. I was like, that makes way more sense.
Trunks is. So Jordan is a Loxodon, and he's an elephant, so it makes sense why he has the name Trunks, right? So he's got the trunk. Anyway, yeah. So one thing I wanted to do, because we didn't get a chance to do it, everyone explained what their character looks like, except for I skipped over Jack. I skipped over Grog. So I would like you to explain what your character looks like for the party and for the chat, and then we'll get into where we really left off the last session.
So Grog is a half-orc barbarian. He's very athletic. He's 6'8". He's a pretty big guy. He's got similar to mine. It's a middle part haircut, but it's a little bit longer and it's black. He's got slightly greenish skin, and he's jacked. He's wham.
Nice.
That's about all I got for
And
him.
then what do his special gloves and sunglasses look like that help him see and grab ghosts?
Oh, he's got black aviators to be able to see the ghosts, and then the gloves. Yeah, it's just some spiked gloves that's able to grapple onto the ghosts.
Are they fingerless or do they have full fingers?
Oh, I like fingerless. We'll go fingerless.
Nice.
Black, studded.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
So if anyone wants to draw anything, that's what they look like.
Yeah. If anyone wants to do some fan art for Grog, we had a lot of interpretations that were really cool. There was one that had like a Hawaiian shirt that was sweet. There's some pretty awesome artists out there. So yeah, if you guys want to make some art of Grog, you know what he looks like now. All right. Last we left off, Crumb was talking to Mr. Maximilian Moonglow in the entranceway of the mansion. You guys went back out the window from the room that James was in. That was Annabelle's room. You went back out the window, went around the mansion to the front, and just barged in the front door where you knew that Maximilian Moonglow was going to be. And there he was, floating there, waiting for you. He did ask who you were. You told him you were the inspectors, which are a group of ghost hunting individuals that are there to either solve mysteries or get rid of ghosts from a certain area, that kind of thing, and that's what you're here for. And the last thing that Crumb said, Crumb, do you remember what you said?
No,
okay.
not at all.
That's okay. The last thing that you said was that you were here to help him. You said that you were here to help the fact that the mansion was overrun with ghosts. He had told you that it was overrun, and you said, well, that's actually what we're here for. And I told you he'd respond at the start of the session, so that's where we're going to pick up for today. As you say that you're here to help things out, he floats down to the ground. The ground of this entryway is this beautiful mosaic. You can't really see what the mosaic is from this angle because it's so large. Trunks might be the only person, because he's so tall that he might be able to kind of look down at the floor and see almost the whole mosaic. You can kind of tell that it's a tree, but you can't really tell what's at the top of the tree, Jordan. So
does the tree have trunks?
It does have a big trunk that you're standing on right now.
Son of a.
And as he floats down to the floor, Maximilian walks over to you all. Again, he is this kind of ethereal white color, similar to maybe the color of like an egg. He's like that kind of color. He's egg white. He has these wisps of smoke coming off of him. He's got this short, stubbly beard, but this kind of flowy, kind of mystical looking hair that kind of flows with no wind around. It kind of flows back and forth. He's holding a staff with a gem, an unsure gem. You're not sure what the gem is because it has no color to it on the top of it. And as he walks over to you, Crumb, he kneels down in front of you. And he says, "Oh, little creature. It is not too late to turn around. All of you." He looks up to all of you guys.
Well, this is our job and we're being paid, and money is nice when you want
We're
to
here for the
live.
money.
So yeah, and we like helping people.
Is money worth your life?
No, but we're pretty jacked, so I don't think we'll die. We're pretty cool. We're good at our job.
Explain to me, what does jacked mean?
It's like basically... Okay, so look at Trunks. You see him? You see Trunks?
Which is Trunks?
The one with the trunk.
Makes sense.
Duh.
You see how buff he is? All that muscle? That's what Jack does.
He is quite muscular.
Exactly. And a muscular guy like him couldn't be taken down by just any normal ghost.
The last muscular man that entered this mansion was torn into two.
Well, maybe he wasn't that muscular.
He didn't have a trunk.
That is true. He looked a
could
bit more like
snorkel.
your other friend here. He points to Grog. I recall the ghost lifted him off the floor, then ripped both of his arms off.
Trunks, you're not gonna let that happen to me, right?
Nah, I got your back. I'll snorkel you on out of there if things get rough.
He stands up from kind of kneeling in front of Crumb, and he begins floating again. He kind of floats backwards towards the middle of the room, and he says, "You said you were looking for me. Why? What could I possibly have to offer after all of the mistakes I've made?"
Okay, out of the D&D thing real quick, I can't remember.
So help each other out. Help each other out. I
We
can't give you guys all
we
the
have
answers.
to free him
Yeah, we're trying to
from the
help him pass
confines
on.
of the mansion so he can move on to the next
We have a
life.
stamp where we can take ghosts and we can pass them on through purgatory, and that's what we're trying to do for the whole family, right?
Yep, correct. You need to find each of the family members and release them from the mansion because right now they're trapped within the walls of it.
We didn't release James though. We left him because he wants to wait for Anna, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And James wasn't a member of the family anyway,
No, yeah,
so he's not part of
he's
the
not
job.
on mission.
That would
Right.
just be
Yeah.
would just be a cherry on top if you wanted to do that at some point.
Okay, back into the game. We're here so we can help free you and your family. So if you know any of your family's whereabouts, it would be very helpful.
He sighs like an audible like. You are telling me you are not tourists? You're not
Whoa.
here for a good time?
I'm here for a good time.
I mean, if I can obliterate some evil ghosts, that's a good time in my
I
book.
love crushing ghosts.
Stop it, guys.
His eyes kind of light up a little bit when you say that.
Evil Evil ghosts, not good ghosts, evil ghosts.
He raises his eyebrows and he looks at you, Trunk. He kind of floats over in front of you, and he's still about 5 feet away, but he's kind of floating in front of you, just about at your height. And he says, "So you all," and he kind of looks around to the rest of you, and then back to Trunks. "You kill ghosts."
If they deserve it, judge, jury, and executioner right here. But I'm pretty merciful, unless they're really bad.
Like that anti-air guy
counting
on the roof.
on my fingers while this conversation's going on.
He looks over at you and he says, "Does this jacked individual speak for all of you?"
Well, no, we don't go around just beating up girls. We are here to serve justice and save the people who have been affected by bad things. We're not just coming in to punch ghosts, Trunks.
But that's
too
part
bad.
of it. That's part of it. But we also
That's
get to
part.
save people.
I see. Well, you will need to be strong, and you will need to take many lives on this journey that you have. You said you want to find my family. Well, I have not been able to leave this, and he points around to the walls of this room, for the last 100 years. I am magically encased within these walls. I don't know where they are.
Do you know anything about the bad ghosts who are in the house?
I know of one. His name is Leon.
Okay. Leon seems to be a recurring theme. So he's the big boss around these parts. All right, we're going to punch him.
I don't believe he is the one in charge, but I do believe he is the one that does all of the scouting, collecting. He collects what they call soul coins. He looks around to all of you, and then he kind of sticks his own hand into his chest and pulls out a coin. You guys know what soul coins are. Soul coins are what is left behind of a soul when they need to, well, pay for something. It's a currency that's used in the afterlife. And when a soul coin is taken from a ghost, like removed from them, they cease to exist except within the coin. They become like the coin itself. So each ghost, you could reach inside and take its soul coin if you know a lot about the ghost. You need to be very knowledgeable about them. You have to, like, it's like seeing into their soul. You need to know a lot about them to be able to reach that, like, that one piece that is like the currency of their soul. It's kind of a philosophic little thing.
So you could say it's a crypt currency.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
And
so every ghost has one soul coin.
correct. Every ghost has one soul coin. They're very valuable. If you were to take one, so like if you guys have seen them before, and you've they're usually like locked up back at the headquarters because they're very valuable. A soul coin is worth like 1,000 gold pieces,
Dang.
which is a lot. Thank you for the raid, Kara. Is your internet just messing you with you, or?
Yeah, I'm surprised Zoom is still working, but
Oh,
yeah, I
no.
couldn't. Everything just broke.
I'm sorry. That sucks. That
All
sucks. Hi everybody from Kara's stream. Welcome. So yeah, Maximilian looks at you while he holds the coin up, and you can see, I'll describe what a soul coin looks like to you. It's kind of like a silver nickel, but with a golden border around the edges of it. And then the face that would normally have like a president on it, on a nickel, has the face of the person that the soul coin belongs to. So they're like collectible, kind of very valuable little pieces.
Yes,
It's-
10. Yeah.
Yeah, it is everything to a person. And you only have a soul coin once you're dead. It's like the only physical piece of you that's left. So with that, you are learning something about Leon the Broker, and it is that he is collecting soul coins from people. What's might be kind of striking a bell for you guys is this place has been a tourist attraction for many years. And even though people go in and go missing, for some reason, people still keep coming to check the place out. They keep coming. And you have a feeling that when those people die, they're pretty normal people. You know, they're just like your average, you know, family going to a haunted, you know, tour. They're not going to be able to really defend against somebody from taking their soul coin. So if they are killed and then their soul coin is taken, it's worse than death. It's like being trapped in a box for eternity while someone else plays with you.
Can we stamp people who don't have soul coins?
Everyone has a soul coin. If the soul coin is removed,
If it's been taken,
the ghost ceases to exist, and the soul coin.
So we don't. Okay.
The soul coin is the only thing that's left, and you can't stamp a soul coin. It is like the.
Is there
ending.
any way to like return a soul coin to its owner, or is it like that's it? Like,
there is not. Not that you know of. Not that you know of. There's no way to like reverse it. Once the soul coin has been taken from the ghost's form, that ghost ceases to exist.
Yeah. I just CC from Zoom, I think.
Yeah, we just lost Kara.
Yep.
Wait, so in order to take someone's soul
They're restarting
coin,
internet right
you
now.
have to know them well?
You have to know a lot about them, and you're not
so
sure
Lehan
how.
knows a lot about his victims then.
Correct, and you're not sure how he's getting that information.
Yeah.
Okay.
A sneeze comes from my general direction during this conversation.
The guy looks over at you. Moonglow looks at you, and he kind of tilts his head.
I just shrugged, wasn't me.
I saw you.
Well, you're a liar.
Did your body just shudder?
Did you just sneeze from your belly button?
So about these coins,
Yes.
I say to him,
If you
What-
are looking for Leon, he travels the second story of the building. Sometimes he comes down here to torture me, but then he moves on.
Yeesh.
Do
Okay.
we know where the library is?
He,
I think
you do.
Mr.
You do.
Moonglow does.
It's in the center of the mansion. You were
Okay,
told by
yeah.
by James.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, Crown.
Mr. Moonglow, sir. So, I know you don't know where your family is, but do you have any places that you know that they like to go to a lot, or just be in general?
I will try my best to remember. Let me think. It's been 100 years. My daughter was a curious girl. Her name was Anna. She used to climb all throughout the mansions in the vents in the ceiling. She also liked to be in the library, learning. My other daughter, my eldest, Victoria, she almost never left her room. And my son, my poor son Edward, he never liked to be in the house in the first place. If he is in the mansion, which I do not know, but if he is, you'll probably find him in the basement. He
Sorry, carry on.
enjoyed painting, and he used to paint in the basement because I would get angry if he dripped it on the floor. The basement is all concrete.
Oh, we saw an entrance to the basement, didn't we? But it was like kind of underwater outside.
Correct.
Can I talk to the squad without Max hearing?
You
Whisper to
Probably-
each other in a huddle.
you could whisper to each other in a huddle. Whether or not he'll be able to hear it is
A roll or something?
a moment alone with my friends, please, Mr. Ghost. We must confer together.
He nods his head and kind of floats backwards towards the spiral staircase that's at the back of this room. And he just kind of floats in front of it over the mosaic.
I was gonna
Borax,
say.
you must stop crowing so loudly while we're talking to the ghost.
I'm sorry, the crows outside my house, they're just deciding to be extra
Oh, I thought that was a
loud.
sound effect.
I thought that was a sound effect. I didn't know that was a
It's me. It's me. I'm sorry.
I thought that was the sound.
I thought it was sound too.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say to you guys, is it worth mentioning James to Max and explaining our conversation at all? Do we gain anything out of
Wait,
that?
can any of us speak a different language?
Uh,
I assume ghosts don't.
IRL?
suddenly-
Oh, okay.
No, I assume ghosts don't suddenly have the ability to understand other languages, right?
They don't. They know whatever language they knew in life.
Yeah.
I can speak Trunks language, but there's only the two of us.
I have an ability to understand any language, I thought.
Oh.
I think you do with your warlock
Yeah.
feature.
So we three could talk.
So you would say she's familiar with any language?
Mm.
I am indeed. Oh, I also have my familiar with me.
As you guys are kind of conferring and huddling, Maximilian starts kind of floating around the room, and he looks like he's looking around for something. He starts like looking underneath the spiral staircase. He starts looking at the walls and placing his hand on the walls, which just kind of go through because he can't physically touch anything.
Is there any reason not to stamp or ask if Max wants to be stamped right now? Like,
I
do we
think
even
he
do
has
anything?
info. I don't
should we
think we
keep him
want to
around?
stamp him.
can't stamp
Well,
him yet.
we should also ask him, hey, Max, why hasn't Leon come and tried to take your soul coin?
Maybe he doesn't know him.
But he gets to know people. That's what he does.
We can ask him.
That's what I'm asking.
He knows me very well. Leon
Hey,
takes
this is a
pleasure.
private conversation.
No, I asked him.
Jordan
Yeah,
asked him. Or Trunks asked me.
Trunks ask.
Moonglow kind of, he floats away from the wall that he was looking at, and he floats a little bit closer, and he says, he knows me very well, but he takes pleasure in torturing me.
Wow, what a jerk.
And do
Are
you
there
know if
others?
he feels the same way about your other family members?
Yeah, and there are others that he also tortures.
I don't know, and he won't tell me.
Okay.
I wish that I could be of more help. If I could leave these walls, I could help you. But there is some kind of enchantment on them, keeping me here.
Kara, do
Can
you
I
have any
roll?
knowledge of this?
Yeah, can I roll for... What would this be?
Tell me what you want to do.
If I roll for Arcana, can I learn about the enchantment?
You could roll me an Arcana check, sure. You walk up to the wall, trying to see if there's any enchantments on the wall.
Yes. All right. I've rolled a 14.
Okay. With a 14, as you kind of place your feathery hand on the wall, you see, so the walls here are all made of wood, and as you place your hand on it, there's like a stinging sensation, like it's almost hot, like the wall is like burning your hand a little bit. You kind of remove your hand. It doesn't like, you know, immediately singe your hand or anything, but it's just this kind of like dull heat, like you're putting your hand into an oven kind of thing. And as Mr. Moonglow sees you do this, he kind of tilts his head and he says, "Do you feel that heat?
I do feel the heat.
That will eradicate me if I try and move through it. It is an aura on the walls, probably placed by something in the nearby rooms."
I walk over back to my group and I say, I think it would be pertinent if we investigated what's causing the enchantment, because I think he could be very useful for us.
I think so too.
Maybe if we just break the wall, then the enchantment isn't there anymore.
Ooh, can I
Break the
punch
what?
the wall down?
You could try.
But
I
it
don't
might
recommend
collapse
it.
the house. It's an old house. Maybe it's not the best idea.
He's-
I don't know where
he
the
is pretty
support
strong.
walls are.
Yeah, you're not sure how strong the mansion walls are. If you want to try, you can.
I think
No,
it's
it's
easier
okay.
to
I
check the
don't-
surrounding rooms.
I don't want to
first.
collapse it.
Wow, you're very, very sure of yourself, very sure of your strength.
I
know how
could
to get to
break the wall down, no problem, but I don't want to take the roof down with it.
Do we know how to get to the basement without going outside? Like from the inside? Do we know
You're
how to
not
get to the
sure.
basement?
No.
Could we ask
We punch
Max?
the floor.
You could ask.
I could have my bird
Yeah.
scout around and try to find a way to the basement.
I like
I
to ask
don't know
Max
if I
if he
missed this in the
knows.
description earlier. Is this guy like supposed to be scary to us, or is he like more neutral? Or
He's definitely not scary. He's just like a dude.
like, could I approach him, for example?
Mhm.
Okay, so then I would like to approach him and put my arm around his shoulder and be like, "Listen, let us help you." Like, can I persuade him to like, or there's like persuasion or something,
Oh,
right?
he wants to help us, but he can't. He's
It
enchanted.
doesn't seem like he's resistant to it.
Yeah. That's why we have to go break the enchantment first, and then he can.
Well,
help
could
us.
we, if any of us have like a high perception, can we see if he's lying to us in any way or holding?
So yeah, if you
Just
want to check
holding
if he's lying, roll
information?
insight checks. Rifkin, what's your goal here?
Well, my goal is apparently to get told I can't do anything, so I don't know, man. I'll just sit back. It's okay.
No. I want to know what your goal is.
Well, I was gonna try to persuade him for a conversation, but it sounds like the group wants to go a different direction, so I'm cool. I'll just chill.
So I don't think the group's going in a different direction. The fact of the matter is he's willing to help you. He's been very kind of vocal about that. So you don't need to persuade him to help you. What you could do is if you want to befriend him, you could have like a conversation with him. He definitely doesn't like trust you right now. Like he doesn't know you, right? He sees you as a bunch of stupid adventurers that don't know what they're getting into. That's what he sees you as. You can tell.
Wow.
So does everyone?
Okay.
I feel like we should roll an insight to see if anything he said in the last 10 minutes was any of it like a lie or withholding information from us.
So with
Like,
the 4
first-
insight, you're not sure. A 9 insight doesn't really help either.
Oh, am I trying? Okay.
So
I'll
if you
roll
guys
as well.
roll
Yeah, you guys
insight.
can all roll insight checks here.
Oh, this is not good.
So bad.
Oh
These
my
rolls are not
god.
good.
Okay, well,
Okay, that's better.
We're just
So-
we just
That's
believe
good.
every word.
No, Victor's
Oh,
Victor.
better.
Victor. Okay.
Victor, as you kind of walk up and put your arm around him, you're kind of getting a good look up and down at him. He looks over at you with these kind of side eyes, and he kind of floats away from you as you put your arm around him, and he looks down at you and then kind of floats down to your level, and he says, I'm worried about your safety. You all seem like you mean well, but no matter how many ghosts you've killed, there is something in this house that is like nothing you've ever seen. And I don't even know what it is. Something powerful is keeping all of us here. And I don't want you to end up like me.
is that Leon's boss?
Liam's
Could be.
boss?
Theoretically, yes, whoever he is working for. But I wouldn't say Leon is much of a worker, as he is maybe a partner.
Hmm.
He wouldn't
Okay.
work for anyone. With your insight check, Victor, he seems like he's very much telling the truth.
Well, what I wanted to do originally that maybe we do now is like I wanted to convince him that we were here to help and see if there's anything extra that maybe he wasn't telling us before type thing.
Okay.
Any
So,
info we could
what do
use
you
to
you say to him?
help him escape. Sorry, what's his name again? Maxwell, right?
One more time.
What's his name again? It's Maxwell, right?
Maximilian.
Or Maximilian, excuse me. Maximilian, baby. We're here to help. And I don't know if you can trust us or not, but I'd like to try and convince you that, we're here, we're the good guys, we're not as naive as you think. And if you've left anything out of the conversation, maybe you could clue us in so we could go speak to Leon.
I'm not sure. Give me a moment. He floats to the back of the room near where the staircase is, and I need you to roll me a persuasion check, please. Wow. That is a
Wow.
natural 20 plus 6.
Maximilian, baby. Come on. Trust
Don't
us.
call him baby.
You're gonna negate The perfect 20.
He turns around, he kind of whips around, and he says, "Fine. I haven't put my faith in anyone in the last 30 years, so I'll give you a chance. Behind me up this stairwell is the library. I'm almost positive my daughter is there from information that Leon has let slip in his torturous games with me. My wife, I believe that she is gone. From what I've heard let slip. I believe he has her coin. My kids are crafty. They are diligent. They are intelligent. I believe that they would find a way to hide. I believe that they would be able to figure out a way to slip between the walls of the mansion and figure their way around him. But I can't be certain. What is your name?" he says to Victor.
The name's Victor.
"Victor, help me, then. You said you will, then help me. Find what is keeping me in this room. There's an enchanted object in one of the surrounding rooms, and it is creating this force field. And if I can get out of it, we'll go together to the library."
All right. Well, I go back to the group and I say, it seems pretty obvious he wants us to go to the library, guys.
No, you are.
I was thinking the
incorrect.
surrounding rooms.
I
first.
mean, the library is a surrounding room, but I think that we need to find this enchanted object because he would obviously be very helpful to us.
The library's upstairs.
Well, my thoughts are his kids might know more because he seems to have a limited knowledge of what's keeping him here. He doesn't even know what's causing it.
He said there was a enchanted object in one of the surrounding rooms, so maybe we find the enchanted object and we destroy it, or we like bring it to him.
Are you talking for him to be able to hear, or are you kind of huddling again?
Hello.
I think we can say that to him.
Well,
I
I turn to him and I ask him, do you want us to destroy this object or bring it to you? How can we help each other here?
If you find it and remove it from the room that it's in, that should break the spell.
All right,
Let's do it.
let's do it.
Let us find it.
Okay.
What if we just every object we found?
So he
moved it
points.
to another room?
So he points to the two rooms. He says, "To your left is the dining room, and to your right, that was the recreational room."
Oh, a rec room. Nice.
It's recreational room.
There's ghosts in there. We're gonna wreck the room.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much for your helping, Mr. Moonglow. We appreciate it a lot. We will do what we can to help you get out of this room and help your family.
Thank you, small creature.
Okay, we are going
All
to
right.
go now.
Which one first?
All right, which one you guys want to go to?
What was the first one?
The first
Dining
one was the
hall.
dining room.
Let's go to the dining room.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
All right. So as you guys turn left out of this room, your footsteps kind of echoing throughout the chamber, you enter into the dining room where you see a large, long wooden table with 20 chairs surrounding it. The chairs are lined with red felt. This table has etchings of a long story on it. It looks like maybe the story of the family. As you can see, something like a character that's etched into the wood that looks like Mr. Maximilian. As you kind of look at the table, you can follow it.
Oh my god.
You can follow
The
it
table makes-
from the
the
table
cars
grows
sound-
wheels
Such a
and
spooky
starts revving.
sound. Do you guys hear that?
I'm sorry.
Was that
No,
in
it's
another
okay.
room? What was that?
I like live right next to a street.
It's okay.
20
So-
shares is
Next to a
lot of
street,
shares for
huh?
family
Most
of
people
five.
live next
I thought
to
we were in
the
a
street.
swamp.
You can see on the table etched into it the story of the family, and it seems like the story from like what happened to them ending up to this point. You see an etching of Mr. Moonglow picking up a book. Then you see him holding up the book, and you see like the rooftop of a house rising out of a swamp. And then in the next little piece of the etching story, you see the mansion fully intact. Then you see so on and so forth, all the way until you see him and his family shriveling and turning to like skeletons, and then into dust at the very end of the story.
Gosh.
So it's not a very enjoyable thing to look at. It's kind of a creepy table. The walls of this room are lined with books on bookshelves. Every single square inch of the wall, it's like its own miniature little library. Other than that, the only thing that stands out is a large chandelier hanging above the dining room table here. It is made of glass, but the glass is shaped to look like bones. It is not lit currently. It's very dark in this room and kind of musty. You don't see any ghosts.
Do I see anything with the
With the
what was the
glasses?
vision called?
Oh, with
It was
dark vision?
the dark vision, yeah.
Dark vision doesn't. I'm kind of giving you the room. The room is somewhat lit up just by like the moonlight from outside coming in, so you guys can all see the room fine. It's just that you don't see anything. You don't see any ghosts or any life in this room.
Okay.
It is, like I said, dimly lit in here, but you can all see it fine.
Is
Right.
there like are there what's the word, like things around, like food items or anything like that, or
Good question. No, there's nothing on the dining room table.
so it's just like a totally empty room?
Correct.
It's just like a dining room. Okay.
Correct.
Is there anything to investigate outside of the story, or should we move to the rec room?
There's the chandelier. Maybe a chandelier has something special.
Can we do like a check to see if we detect any magical or enchanted objects?
So you can do a check, or if someone has the detect magic spell, you can just use that.
Oh, do I have that?
I don't know if anyone has that. It would be either Crumb,
I do not.
Victor, Trunks, or Korax. So you can all check your spell list and see if you have detect magic.
What
If you
kind
don't,
of spell would that be?
Oh, I
um,
think I have it.
it would be. You do have it actually, Crumb. It's a first level spell.
Good
Can I
job,
cast
Crumb.
it?
Yeah, do it.
So do you see do you see it in your spell list there, Crumb?
Yeah.
You see how it has like two little symbols next to the words detect magic? It's got a C in like a diamond shape, and then it's got an R that's in like a book shape.
Yeah.
So that little R with the book shape around it, that means that it's a ritual spell, which means you don't actually have to spend a spell slot to use it. You don't have to click those little boxes up at the top to use a spell slot, but it would take 10 minutes to do it as a ritual. So if you want to waste 10 minutes and do it, you can do it for free. It's up to you guys.
Oh,
We can chill for 10
Can
minutes.
we? What if we cast it and go to the rec room and come back?
okay.
It lasts for a
wait,
total
what?
of 10 minutes, so you definitely can probably go all the way around this room with it and then go to the next room with it as well. It's like a 30-foot sphere around Crumb the cat that would glow anything that's magical.
What time of day is it right now?
It's like
Is it night or
it's nighttime. It's like probably 1 in the morning-ish.
oh, okay.
Wait, so does it take 10 minutes to activate, or is it like activated for 10 minutes?
Both.
Oh. Okay, then I will cast it. So then when we're waiting for the 10 minutes, when it starts to activate, we can go back into the room and check.
Well,
Well,
for 10 minutes,
don't-
should we kind
you
of
have
pot
to,
around
like-
the bookcases and
Does Crumb
check
need to
for-
concentrate for 10 minutes?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Could the
Crumb
rest
needs
of
to
us
like
kinda
stop
try,
and concentrate.
scour the room for secret passages or anything like
I think
that?
someone should stay here and protect Crumb.
Well, we're all
Can
here,
you
aren't we?
guys just bring me with you? Like, just carry me around? while
Yeah,
I
could she just
concentrate
ride
or
Trunks and
something?
concentrate? Like,
You can. The only risk of that is like if something happens that distracts Crumb, you'll have to start over.
Isn't the plan
Wait
just
here.
to just stay in this room for
Yeah,
10
we can
minutes and
just wait
scout
here
it
for 10
out for 10
minutes,
minutes?
No big deal.
You
Okay,
actually see Mr. Moonglow in the doorway behind you, not crossing the threshold into this room. He's just watching you.
I wave at him.
He waves back and he says, I can't see into the room.
Oh.
I shout boo really loudly.
How
Oh,
did you know
wait.
that Victor was waving?
I can
if you
only
couldn't
see
into
you.
the room?
I can't see the room.
Oh.
You're in a
Oh,
black void for me.
Your souls.
Cool.
Does that mean that this room is magical?
No, I think it's just
that
anything
his part is
outside.
blocked. Yeah.
Yeah, he just can't leave.
Yeah.
So hang on. Do we have to spend 10? Sorry, do we have to spend 10 real minutes waiting? Or is it
No.
just like,
No. You just tell me you're doing it and I skip us forward.
Okay, Crumb, are you
Okay.
doing this right now?
Yes, I am
Okay.
focusing.
While Crumb does this, can I step back to the other room and talk to the ghost for a sec?
Sure. So we'll
Cool.
say this conversation and Crumb's thing is happening at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, my thing's gonna be really passive. We're just gonna bond over favorite foods, so that's it.
Okay. So
What did you
as
enjoy
you,
eating in life, etc.
as you step back, what do you say to him?
Oh, I'm just gonna ask in this dining room. Did you use it often? What did you eat? What was your favorite thing?
He tells you. I won't do the whole voice and everything, but he'll tell you. You can learn some things about him. So he used to enjoy the dining room with his family a lot, and their favorite meal together was spaghetti carbonara. That was their
And I
favorite
go, oh
meal
my
together.
god, same. No way.
Is it true that is Victor's favorite or not? Because if not, you gotta roll a deception check.
I'm gonna roll a deception check.
All right.
God.
He hates it.
Oh, come on!
Whoa!
What?
Unstoppable! He believes it. I know he believes
Victor
it. I
has
love
hacked
spaghetti.
the dice.
What a
he
waste
definitely-
of nat 20s.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy that's your favorite too. Wow, that's incredible.
We're totally besties, Mr. Ghost.
I feel so connected with you. All right. At this time, Crumb is finishing up her ritual. And Crumb, as you stand up, your area around you, the whole area around you is filled with this kind of misty blue color, and it lights up anything that's magical in the area. So, first thing it lights up is it lights up Korax's staff. It lights up like the things on your party that are magical. So that's like the first thing that you can tell. And for everyone can see it, it glows like a bluish color. The wall itself that Mr. Moonglow is on the other side of glows like a very bright blue color, like it's been enchanted. And the chandelier is also glowing a blue color.
Oh.
Okay. I have a request from Korax. Can you fly me up there so I can use my impeccable investigation skills?
Of course. I scoop up Crumb and
Okay.
I fly her up to the chandelier.
All right.
I like that imagery.
Yes, that's awesome. So you fly Crumb up to the chandelier. Crumb, as you're taking a look at it, both you and Korax are the closest to it. So go ahead and roll me an Arcana check with advantage because you're right next to it. So you roll twice, take the higher number. You can do that by right-clicking Arcana and then switching
Do we
it
both
to.
roll?
There you go. Yep, both of you guys can roll.
Yeesh, that was pretty bad.
And then
What?
roll again,
Oh my
Korax.
God.
Oh, never mind. You don't
Right
need to roll
now.
again, Korax, because you rolled a natural 20. So.
Yeah.
All right. So, Crumb, looking at it, it's kind of overwhelming. The chandelier itself is much bigger than you, and it is kind of spooky and creepy as you're looking at it. Korax, this is like right up your alley. As you're looking at it, you're kind of flying around it. You hear Crumb kind of making like noises as she's looking at it, but she doesn't seem to be really getting it. But as you're looking at it, you can see that each of the skulls on the chandelier, of which there are 4, have different colored gems in them, in the eye sockets. So one skull has ruby gems, one skull has sapphire gems, one skull has emerald gems, and the last skull has onyx, like black gems.
Okay.
With your
What does
Arcana
this
check,
mean?
you can tell that these gems have something to do with the chandelier itself being magical, as they are glowing a somewhat brighter color than the rest of the chandelier itself.
Okay.
We pocket them. I want some money.
Yeah, can I remove them?
You can try.
All right, I tried to remove them.
Which ones?
Oh man.
Yes,
I want the sapphire
Are we
ones.
breaking the skull off or trying
Why
to
I
are
want
remove
the
we-
sapphire
gems?
ones.
I want to remove the ruby ones.
So this is high up in the room.
Yeah, this is about 20 feet up. The ceilings are pretty high here.
I call dibs on the sapphires.
It's
But
not
the
for
chandelier does
you.
hang about 5 feet down, so we'll say 15 feet.
I shout, "Why not both from the ground?"
Well, I just try
pick
the
one that
ruby
you wanna
one
do.
first. I try the ruby one first.
All right. So you take your fingers and try and pluck one of the rubies out. Roll me a sleight of hand check, please.
Oh,
This
interesting.
whole chandelier is coming down.
Ooh.
I think something is going to emerge.
So as you go to try and pluck one of the ruby gems out of the chandelier, your hand starts to kind of, it's like this burning sensation. And you reach your hand back as the rubies light up and shoot a fiery blast out at you. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh
The
God.
top
Please don't
left
set
of
us
your
on
character
fire.
sheet.
Please don't set us on fire, Kaya.
Wait, this one?
Yep, you got it.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh my god.
So
Oh no!
with
Damage.
a 4, you are going to take a total of 5 fire damage.
Kaya.
Oh,
Try the
no.
sapphires.
And then the skull makes like a clacking noise with its jaw, like.
okay. Hey guys. Don't touch the skulls.
No tears.
I want to
it.
crush the skulls.
Okay.
I just
what-
can't
Jesus.
reach up there. It's very high up.
How heavy is Trunks?
Very heavy,
Oh, okay.
like a ton.
We're gonna scoop him up too.
So the chandelier seems to have kind of laughed at you here. Now, there is something else I described in this room that might be able to help you.
Yes.
Another place to look for
Table?
answers.
The table.
Oh, the
You
bookshelves.
did look at the table. I also described another thing too, so I don't want you to think that it's just the table.
Okay.
Other than the
bookshelf.
bookshelves?
Correct. There are
Oh.
bookshelves all around the room,
Yeah.
which are closest to the wall that's enchanted. They are like the closest objects, which may be helpful.
Well, should
Check
we
those out.
inspect the bookshelf?
If you'd like to, tell me what you're looking for.
Well,
Something.
are we detecting magic on it right now, or are we?
Yeah, you
just
don't see
using our
anything
eyes?
magical. You don't see the books.
Okay.
Yeah, specifically, you don't see any of the books are magical, which is
I don't know if it's
Interesting.
skulls, maybe something on
Are there-
necromancy or
I
something
was gonna
like
say, are there
that.
books, titles of books that are going to stand out to us?
so. Roll me investigation checks to look for bindings of books that stand out to you.
All
Everybody
right,
can roll.
what were the gems?
Yes.
There's like onyx.
There's ruby,
ruby,
onyx,
sapphire.
sapphire, emerald, or
Are we
something.
all rolling or
Emerald.
just Jack?
Okay.
Everyone can roll. Investigation.
Everyone, roll.
Our investigation skills are not going well.
Why am I so bad
Okay.
at everything?
it's sometimes it happens like that. No
What are
worries
the
because
20s?
Yeah, we're spent
Corax.
on that 20s.
yeah, there have been a lot of nat 20s today. Corax, you being the most familiar with the chandelier, having been burned by it, you kind of fly down to the bookshelves as everyone's looking around for answers, and you spot a book that has no letters on the binding at all. There's no name to the book, but it is red like a ruby.
Cool. I take out the book, the red
Okay.
book.
All right, as you take it out of the shelf, it has no cover on it. It's just a red binding book. There's no words or anything on the edges of it.
Okay, I open the pages.
Okay. As you open it up and start flipping through it, all the pages are blank except for the very middle page, which has words in a language that you understand because you speak all languages. And it seems like a magical incantation. It says, "Beautiful rubies, come to me." But it says it in, I guess you would know the language. It says it in infernal, which is like a demonic language. So when you would say it, it would sound like.
Okay.
Bless you.
Okay. I tell the gang, hey, I believe I found a way to remove the rubies from the skull. You want me to try it?
Before you do, put me down, please.
Oh, yeah, I set Crumb down.
All right.
I don't want to get burned.
Okay.
So-
I fly back up to the skull and I say,
Perfect. As you say that, the mouth of that skull opens up like it was going to cackle at you again, but as it opens up, it just stays open. And instead of red rubies coming out of the eyes, a larger red ruby comes out of its mouth from like the inner sanctum of its skull, comes out and floats towards you and like floats in the air in front of you.
I start
Cool.
clapping my hands.
I grab it and fly down to the group.
Okay. As you're holding onto it, is definitely a magical gem. You're not sure if it does anything necessarily, but it seems like you've removed part of the chandelier. So now you know the trick. Now you guys need to find 3 other books.
Yes.
Blue book,
Let's
Blue,
find a
green, and
and black.
what else?
Black,
Blue, green, and
probably.
black. That's
Yeah.
correct. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to each roll me one more investigation check here. And depending on your rolls for this one, now that you know what you're looking for, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
We're a little better this time.
I've done great rolls so far.
Good job, Trunks.
Trunks is trying.
Oh, I got a good one.
Okay, very nice. You guys got exactly what you needed. So, to find the green book, you needed to roll a 15 or higher. So we'll say Victor, as you're scanning through the bookshelves, you find the green book and pull it out of its slot. To find the black book, you needed to roll a 20 or higher. So we'll say that Grog found that one. Grog, as you were
I got a
flipping
nat
through,
20, didn't I?
I don't know if you did you?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I got 20 plus 2.
Yeah,
Oh,
you did get a
wow.
natural 20, so perfect.
Yeah,
So,
fourth one tonight.
yep, so you find the black book. And then lastly, Crumb, as you jump on Trunks' shoulders, he's looking around and doesn't find anything, but you see the blue book right in front of you, right in front of his face. And you
Trunks,
pull it
are you
out.
colorblind?
No,
Trunks
I'm just
in front of
having a
you.
bad evening
There's a
for
book,
finding
Trunks.
things.
Distracted by the cat on his head. It's understandable.
I just fireballs from eyes get me a little flustered.
I got a little scared.
So,
Are you scared of fire, Trunks?
Who isn't scared of fire? It burns
Me,
you.
I cast it.
I cast it too.
Mm,
I
crawled-
create bonfire.
everyone
I
likes their own
crawled
brand
down
of fire.
Trunks trunk using it like a bridge to the book, and then I open it and flip to the middle page.
there you go. So each of you flips your book to the middle page, and you see 3 more incantations. These are all in different languages, though, which is supposed to be part of the puzzle, but since Korax knows every freaking language, so the blue
I
book...
knew it'd be helpful.
The blue book is in Triton, which is the language of like the underwater people. The black book is in Undercommon, which is the language of like cave people, and the
Should I
green
write
book
this down?
is in Elvish. So, as you read them, I'm gonna say the one that's the hardest to speak for someone outside of the water is Triton. So the black and the green gems come to you pretty easily, Korax. As you speak the incantations, those skulls open up and they give you their gems.
Okay.
The blue one, though, you're going to need to roll me a performance check.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Hell yeah.
All right.
What in the world?
So as you are speaking the Triton language, it sounds like an echoey like hum. It's like like whale from Finding Nemo. And
What's Finding Nemo?
exactly.
Aha.
You didn't hear anything. There were no references. All right. So you speak the language perfectly with your performance check of a 19, and the sapphire comes to you. And as it does, the books that you're all holding burst into flames in your hands.
Careful, Trunks.
They don't hurt you. They just burst into flames and then fall to the floor into dust. And Crumb, you still got detect magic going, but it's just fading out as you see the incantations on the wall, the magic on the wall fade to nothing, and the wall becomes normal. And Maximilian Moonglow blinks his eyes a few times, and he says, I can see. He begins floating towards you and floats over the threshold in front of you. As he floats over the threshold, he falls to his knees. Thank you.
See, I told you we ain't just
Yeah,
tourists.
we're serious, serious business. We don't mess around.
Yo, I point finger guns at him.
Put some respect on our name. Inspectors.
It is our pleasure, Mr. Moonglow. I am glad that we were able to help you, and it would be very appreciating if with this you could help us now to free the rest of your family.
I will do everything I can. They've always meant the world to me. Together.
Thank you.
Together. He stands up, kind of wipes his ghostly tears away, and looks over at Victor, who was the person who kind of convinced him to give you guys a real chance.
I'm still pointing finger guns.
He very awkwardly points finger guns back at you.
Yes.
And he says, if I could share a plate of spaghetti carbonara with you, I would.
I cover my eyes and I cringe.
And
I say
Victor
anytime,
vomits in his mouth but holds it back.
So as he floats over to the table that you guys are standing under, he floats and he looks up at the chandelier. He says, that's new. And then he looks down to the table and kind of runs his hand across the face of it, seeing the story of his failure. And you can see his eyes kind of flare up with white energy in anger. And he slams his fist onto the table, which just goes through. And he sighs. A mockery of me. Come, let us go. This room has nothing for us.
Okay.
Should we go to the library?
Yes, to the library.
Yes.
It's not worth
Library.
checking the rec room, right?
What'd you
We
say?
were gonna check
It's
the
not worth
rec
checking the
room.
rec room, right? I mean, we got our thing we were looking for.
If
Yeah.
you would like to.
Is there any point in checking the rec rooms? You guys think?
I don't know. I think it was kind of between the two side rooms.
Yeah.
I think we did what we needed to. I think we could go to the library.
Okay.
Yep, you guys nailed that puzzle. It was the rec room was just a red herring for you to go explore and find nothing
Okay.
in.
Sounds
If you
good.
want to go in there, there are objects that you might want, but like they're.
I was gonna say
they're
maybe there's some old goodies, but we can go to the library.
you can always come back to it. It's one of those things, you know.
Okay.
All right. So Maximilian leads you out into the main entrance and to the spiral staircase, which for the first time he actually places his like ghostly feet on, just to see if he's able to touch it, and he is. He floats upward through the staircase and kind of peeks his head out from the ceiling above you, and he says, "It's all clear for now. Come." So he has floated upstairs. Are you following him?
Yes.
Yep.
yeah, follow me.
Yeah, we follow.
All right, perfect. So, you float your way upward and into the second level of the mansion. This mansion is built in a way that's very, it's very square in its creation. So, the middle of the mansion here, that you've kind of floated up towards, you see a large wooden door in front of you, and it looks like it's probably the door into the library from the second floor here. You can see that the library is huge. As you look in both directions, to your left and to your right, the hallway goes down a good 200-300 feet in each direction. Whoa. And the library encompasses this whole middle area of the second floor. You can also see that there are rooms off to the side. You're standing in a hallway that has the library in front of you, and then to your left and your right is just an open hallway that goes in either direction, and you can see doors that line the walls there, that look like they go into either guest bedrooms or bathrooms, or it could go into all kinds of different rooms. But you know where you're headed is to the library. as you float, or not float, as you walk up to the second floor, Maximilian's floating there, and he says to you, "The library's behind any one of these doors." He points to the large wooden door that's in front of you, and you see now that there are multiple wooden doors along the hallway, all leading into the library, so it has multiple entrances. He says, "It is where I will imagine that you would have a fight in front of you. I may not be of much use, but you said that's what you're here for, isn't it?"
We did say that.
We did say that.
Would this be Leon?
I don't know. All I know is it is a place where many malicious creatures reside.
I shoot him a thumbs up.
I can't decide if we want to go to the library first or if we want to because obviously we know that the basement is a place of interest for Edward. We know that Victoria's bedroom is a place of interest for Victoria. I just don't know if we would rather go do those first or if the library is a barrier, stopping us from getting a lot of info and stuff. So it's up to you guys which we do first.
I look at Grog and say, "I didn't realize you were so eloquent with your speech."
Yeah, listen, I got a big brain. It's not all muscles,
So, are you guys just kind of discussing this with Maximilian, kind of just hanging around?
I guess so.
Yeah,
he's a homie.
yeah.
He floats down and stands on the ground with you. You can tell he's mimicking it because his feet are kind of like going a little bit through the ground. But he kind of floats near you, and he says, "I think behind these walls will be more answers for you. It will open up the mansion to you. The library has much information."
I do love information and knowledge. I think we should go.
I like punching evil ghosts.
I'm ready to fight.
Let's do
Spoken
it.
like a true Loxodon.
We are going to go into the library so we can find Anna and more secrets, and also that way we can help James get closure too, because he also still is waiting.
He's waiting for Anna, yeah.
All
I
right.
don't think we told him about James.
Yeah. Shh.
Did you want to tell him about James before you go in here, or do you want to just go?
We can ask him about him.
Whatever
Maybe
you wanna
he's
do.
like an evil person. And
Yeah,
it's like a
ask
big
him, Crumb.
plot twist. Okay. Mr. Moonglow, sir, we would like to wondering if you knew anyone named James.
Yes. Young James. He was a friend of my daughter's. I don't know much about him. Why do you ask?
He is actually in a room here, and he is, well, dead. He was looking for Anna, and now he is stuck here waiting.
That is awful. I am saddened to hear that. He kind of sighs a little bit and covers his face, his eyes with his hand, and he says, "He was very young, as far as I remember. Did he look young to you?"
I
He's an old boy.
He was, yeah, I don't remember. I'm
Anna's
pretty
age,
sure he was
right?
young.
Yeah, he was
He
like
was young.
preteens, right?
Yep.
That is too bad. Well, I imagine he wouldn't think very fondly of me.
Why do you say that?
I always told him to leave my daughter alone. I didn't like boys trying to befriend my daughter.
It's a very dad thing to do.
It is, but I'm a little questionable. Can we do a what was the thing we did earlier? Was
Insight?
it insight? Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, anyone who wants to roll an insight to see if he's lying or
Yeah, I'm withholding information.
withholding
Okay.
information can.
Yay, my best roll, but Victor got more.
Max, baby, it's me, your friend.
So,
You wouldn't lie to
wow,
us
okay.
about this kid, would you?
Victor and Korax, you're able to tell very easily that he's an overprotective dad. He's very old-fashioned. He's a man who lived 100 years ago, so a very old-fashioned kind of dude. The rest of you can mostly tell that he seems to be telling the truth, but Korax and Victor, you seem to be very sure of it.
Hey, I had an 18.
Yeah, what about Trunks?
Yeah, we'll say Trunks, you're pretty sure.
Want to do something.
Aww.
Don't worry, you're going to be able to, I promise. I absolutely promise.
Let's head inside the library. You'll definitely be able to do something.
Don't worry, there's gonna be lots of fighting, and then you can punch people.
Yeah.
Is Max gonna follow us to the library? Or is he gonna be chilling back here type thing?
Do you want to ask him that?
Okay, I'll ask him exactly what I just said.
Okay. I
Yeah.
will come with you.
Are
Is
you
it safe?
sure? We
Is it
need to
safe
keep
for him
you
to
around
go
for
in?
info.
What is he going to do? He's been torturing me for hundreds of years.
We can put you back in the box.
But you said that he has purposely not taken your soul coin. What if now that you've escaped,
Mm-hmm.
he does that?
What if he doesn't like that you're out of your box?
Then it is what it is.
If he wants to help, let him help. Let's go to the library.
All right, let's get in there.
So wait. On the way to the library, can I casually chat with him and see if he has any like fighting capabilities or powers or anything?
You're standing right in front of the library right now. As you're having this conversation, like the door's just shut to go in.
You a fighter, Max?
You can, yeah. So as you ask him, he holds up his staff. He says, "I am a mage, and there are still some spells that I can cast to help."
Okay, all right.
You're a mage. I'm a sorcerer. What a crazy! We were meant to be friends.
He nods his head and he says, "It seems so, Victor."
All right, then we head on in.
All right. So who's leading the way into the library? I'd imagine Trunks is like pretty.
Yeah.
Hey, Trunks, you.
Okay.
Trunks is
So-
You got it
eager
right,
beaver.
Trunks.
I just imagine
The,
Jordan busting in, like breathing deep, like where's the action?
He's fidgeting.
Yeah,
He's
let's
I
ready to
wanna
go.
do something.
Yeah,
So
he's twitching.
as you walk up to the door, the big wooden door that leads into the library, it has a diamond handle on it, similar to the front door. Do you want to grab the handle and open it? Do you want to just kick it open? It seems like, I mean, it doesn't seem like it's that strong, so you could probably just kick it open if you wanted to be a badass or whatever you want to do, Trunks. You tell me how you open the door. It doesn't
I
matter.
don't need to destroy it. I can just turn the handle and open it.
All right.
What if it
He's
zaps
a changed
you?
man.
So you put your hand on the door handle, twist it, turn. It opens with a very low, and as it does, the library is like lit up very bright. You can tell because as you're opening the door, the light it almost blinds you at how bright it is. But as soon as you start opening the door, you hear a bunch of, and the entire library goes pitch dark. Just as you're opening the door, like something just like flickered out all the lights. And as you're looking inside, you actually can't see anything. Even with dark vision, none of you can see anything inside the library right now. It's like magical darkness.
I was gonna say it's gonna be magic or something.
And as you're kind of looking around, you don't hear anything. But then you see one singular light, one singular candle on one of the tables in this library light up. And it is like 100 feet away from you into the room.
That's a big room.
Yeah, it's a huge
Yeah, that's a
room.
huge
It's a
room.
huge library.
It's
Okay.
it's
Afraid
100
of the
feet
dark,
deep
Trunks?
and
Yeah, it's-
like hundreds of feet wide.
Yeah. It's let me give you the exact I can actually
I'm
give
trying
you
to think in
kind of the
feet right
info.
now.
So Jordan, this is a 100 by 2 library.
It's, let's see.
The long corridor.
Yeah, single file.
I guess I lied. Looking at my own notes here, it's it's a 110-foot library in length from or sorry, I should say width from like one
Width,
side to the
yeah.
other, and then the length of it is a little bit longer. The length is
So this light's like on the edge of the other side of the room. Is that pretty much how that works?
no, I was just wrong when I mentioned it. It's like 55 feet into the room. It's like right smack in the middle of the room.
Oh,
So
okay.
we are entering on the short wall.
Yeah, is it
entering-
wider?
You're entering on the long wall.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we have
So
more
it's
room
wider.
to our left and right than
Yeah,
to
yeah.
forward.
Correct. That's correct.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
correct.
I'm going to go up a little to investigate and see what the light source is.
Crum, you're going first.
From I don't know if you should go first.
I was going to
I
say,
don't know,
Trunks, what are you
Crum.
afraid of the dark? And give him a shove on the back. So get in there.
I will walk back and change my mind, and I will go to Trunks.
I think
Please
that
do this.
I think me and Grog should do a back-to-back walk-in.
The one that like you turning as you're
What?
walking in, like back.
What
Yeah.
was the name of the
Checking
daughter
it
of Ghost again?
Annabelle. Or
Anna
Anna.
or Victoria. Yeah.
Okay, I shouted in the darkness. Annabelle, are you there?
Oh my goodness.
You do not hear a response. It is deathly silent. Just all you can actually hear is just the slight crackling of the candle that's in the middle of the room.
Do any of you
Can
guys have
I-
any magic light sources?
I should.
I can try doing the detect the magic thing again, so I can light up things in the room.
I don't know if we have
I was
10
gonna say
minutes.
it's definitely gonna be magical, but I wonder if there's any like magic light sources.
Could we
we can-
do? Could I do like an insight or an arcana check or perception or something?
What do you want? What's your goal? That's what I always ask when you.
What's the deal with the light? With the
okay.
candle?
You could do investigation, perception, or arcana, either one that you want to do, and I'll give you a different answer depending on what you're, whichever one you want to
Okay.
do.
I'll roll arcana.
I want to check if there are any bad guys waiting
are we
to
in?
ambush.
Are we in
That would
the
be
room while
perception
this is
check, then.
happening?
Okay.
What was your question, Jack?
Are we in the room? Are we heading in while
You're not
this
in the
is being
room yet.
casted, or are we at the doorway? Okay.
Oh,
not
I
in the
think so.
room
The
yet.
door's closed behind you.
Ouch. I was almost a 19. That would have been
No,
great.
yeah,
Oh,
no
no.
doors closed behind you. The door is still open. You're standing outside the library right now in the hallway.
Did you say perception?
It would be perception to look for bad guys,
do
or if you want to like figure out what's up with the candle, you could do arcana, investigation,
Not
or
good. An
perception.
8.
Oh
Is
boy.
everyone doing it?
Looks
Is
like we're
everyone-
going in blind grog.
Yeah, looks like we're.
All right, I got a
We'll
20
find
on
out.
arcana.
Oh, nat 20? No.
A
Yes, you
dirty
did.
20.
I'm holding
Um,
my roll because I'm in the bag.
You can roll if you still want.
I know, but I'm holding my roll.
Okay. So with the Arcana check of a 20 for Korax, looking at the candle, it seems to have been magically lit. It is piercing through the blackness that is the darkness of this room. You're getting a good look of what Mr. Moonglow probably saw when you guys were in the dining room, looking at the chandelier and kind of figuring that puzzle out. You're looking at what he was looking at, kind of.
I can see in the dark though.
Yeah, but this is
We've
like a
got dark
magical
vision.
darkness.
Yeah,
I can
but this
see in the
is-
magical darkness.
Do you have is that the special warlock thing?
Yes, it literally says I can see through any darkness, magic or otherwise.
Okay, so that's a warlock feature, right? That's one of your.
Yes.
Okay, so that's good to know. Okay, so you can see the layout of this room. It is.
Okay, cool.
Let me describe it to you. So the room itself, it has, let's see, 3, 6, 9 tables that are visible to you right now. They look like study tables. They each have a candle on them, but only the one in the smack in the middle of the room is lit. These tables have like open books on them and candles, and that's about it. Maybe some papers ruffled here and there. And then
Yeah.
the library itself has 6 standing bookshelves that are kind of like aisles that separate the tables in the middle of the room. And then along the walls are just like a bunch more bookshelves. Like from wall to wall, everywhere but where the door entrances are is bookshelves as well.
Okay. Yeah. To elaborate, I have double sight. I can see normally in darkness, magical, non-magical for 120 feet.
Okay. Perfect.
Kara has broken every puzzle so far.
Cara's trying.
Cars OP.
You see no ghosts currently, but with your Arcana check, I'm also going to tell you, since you're able to see the whole room, you can tell that there are ghostly presences afoot.
Oh.
They seem to be hiding from you right now, either inside of an object or in a bookshelf or...
And I know this.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to tell my group, hey guys, there's ghosts in here, but they're hiding.
Typical.
Do you think you can spot them with your gamma turned up?
I use my gamma ability. I don't know.
You turn into the Hulk.
Can I?
Well, if you
potentially-
enter first, do you think you might be able to? Because you can see, we can't. So maybe you should take point on this one.
Can I light like my bonfire to create a light source?
You can try. You have is that a level 1 spell or is that a cantrip?
It's a cantrip, I believe. Yeah.
Oh my
it's a
god, are you
cantrip.
attacking the darkness?
I'm attacking the darkness.
Wait,
so
what?
you're lighting a bonfire where in the room? Do you want to do it like
Maybe
on
like-
one of the tables, on the
Yeah,
where the
I'll light
candle
it
is?
like near the middle.
Okay.
Front table.
As
Yeah.
you cast the bonfire spell, and the flame is created, is immediately snuffed out by the darkness.
Oh
I'm
god, my
assuming-
cantrip.
That my character's dumb, but I'm if it's the same thing that Max saw, it's got to have a similar source creating this darkness, right?
It's possible.
So I feel like we need to find the source of this.
I mean, we need to go to the table with the candle illuminated. That's really our only lead. Do we
wanna-
just
You wanna
want
face
Kara
check
to
it?
take point? I think Kara should take point, though.
My name is Korax.
Korax should take point
Korax can take the lead.
because Korax can see.
What if we
We're-
like all
we're
hold
following like
hands and I
this.
lead them into the
We can do the
Into
three-way
the-
back-to-back
Let's do like a
entry
conga line.
spinning.
Or how about can I do like some sort of can Crumb Crumb should probably detect magic then, right? See if we can turn the lights on magically.
Yeah, but we would have to bring Crumb in, and
I could just like fly her
I
around.
said I
Right.
wanted to do that. And you
Yeah,
guys
that's
said it
true.
was a
She
bad
did wanna do
idea.
that.
The only reason I said anything about that was like, yeah, this room's gonna be magical, right? But I didn't really think about detecting sources, I suppose.
Yeah.
I think
That's
the
fine.
obvious source is this candle in the middle that we
You
can
think?
see. We just need to go there.
You think?
Can I
Are
try
you guys
to
ref-
persuade the ghost to come out?
Yeah.
Can I try?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
What do you say?
Wherever you are.
Excuse me, fellow ghosts. We don't want to be here to fight. We just want to have a conversation to try and help the residents of this mansion. So we would like to do this in a way that no one will get hurt. So please help us out and just come out to talk, please.
Roll me a persuasion check, please.
Oh, please be good. No, wait, that's the wrong one.
That was
I did the
perception.
wrong one. Okay. I've been getting really bad rolls, so I'm going to
This is your
hope.
chance.
Okay, of course.
So
Wow, wonderful.
with a 4, not much happens as you say that. But Korax, as you're looking over at the table with the candle that's lit on it, you see the book that's on that table open itself and start flipping through the pages.
Oh no.
Ooh.
I fly over and grab the book and bring it back to everybody else. Can I do that?
Whoa. Okay,
It's
so you
pretty
are
far.
taking point.
It's
See if we
55
get there.
feet into the room.
Oh,
It's pretty
right.
far from your party.
Okay, I don't want to just fly in there willy-nilly. Willy-nilly.
Okay.
This is what I'm saying. We
Yeah, me
can.
and Trunks will come with at least.
Let's
I-
do
I
the
can't
let's
speak
do
for-
the
I can't speak for
three-way-
everyone else.
Let's do the
The
three-way.
three-way.
Like
Wow.
back to
Okay,
back
Trunk. Jeez.
Wait, can I try to back up?
we go
Crumb
back to
to
back to
persuade the
back
ghost?
like this, right?
Back up what?
And then, we all cover
What's
a
up?
third of the FOV.
What's up, Victor?
Can I try to help persuade the ghost like through Crumb?
Another persuasion.
I'll let one other person try. So yeah,
Okay,
you can.
Definitely.
Ghosts, the cat has wonderful ghost treats. Come out.
That's a lie. That would be a
Oh,
deception
that's
check.
worse
That's a
I rolled worse than
deception.
Crumb did.
That's a deception check. Roll me a deception check.
Oh, deception. Okay.
You're
That's
putting
No.
me in your lies now. They're gonna get mad when they
Making
find out
me
I'm
angry.
a ghost
You
too.
You're
hear
gonna be mad when there's no treats.
Well,
So-
they don't believe me anyway, so why would they think there's treats?
So as you say that, Victor, you all as a group, you hear just very faintly from inside the room somewhere. You're not sure from where, but you hear very faintly from inside the room. What the fuck is a ghost tree? What is that?
Why are you doing this to me, Victor?
Spaghetti carbonara for everyone.
Maximilian's like, oh, me, please.
Okay, well, I tell everyone, hey, there's a magic book on the table next to the candle, but it's way deep in there, and I'm squishy as heck. We should go check out the book.
I'm
You're
in.
squishy.
I'm squishy.
I step as far away as I can from Victor and I go onto Trunk to ride him.
And then I say, I have tried to get us three, Korax, Grog, and Trunks, to enter the room in a three-direction configuration for several minutes now.
Okay.
I love the three-way.
I will go forward because I can see where I'm going.
Okay.
All right.
I stay back with Max, I guess.
Let's go slowly.
Okay. So let's go. Grog, Trunks, and Korax inching into the room.
Yes.
Okay, so Grog, Trunks, and Korax inching into the room. Maximilian kind of leans over to you, Victor, and he says, "We're just going to let them go by themselves."
I also ready my staff just in case.
I guess I tell Max we'll stay at a distance, but maybe slowly walk in behind them because we can't really see where we're going.
He nods his head.
Wait, Korax has an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just cast Unseen Servant to go grab the book for me?
You can try. Yeah, you can try.
Oh, if there's probably like a magic barrier in here.
Jordan praying.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I will have to do rolls if you're gonna do that. So
okay,
that's why I said you can try.
I cast Unseen Servant.
Mm-hmm.
So have we abandoned our walk now?
I told everyone to hold up for a second.
Okay.
She's gonna send her own ghost in real quick.
Yeah.
So she casts Unseen Servant.
I do have an actual ghost.
Wait, is that a good idea? Does your ghost have a soul coin?
Well, okay, no. So Unseen Servant is more just like a magic.
Yeah.
And
it's not
like a
ghost.
magic form.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a butler that has no. It's a very weak butler that has no like physical form.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
I do have a ghost though, if we need it. Okay, I cast Unseen Servant into the room.
And what do you tell it to do?
I tell it to grab the book and bring it back to us.
Okay. You can feel its presence leaving your vicinity and walking towards the book. I'm going to make a couple rolls here.
Oh, goodness.
It's a lot of rolls.
It's a lot of rolls.
That is a lot of rolls.
Is that one per?
How many
there
was
are
that?
many
Like
enemies.
That's maybe a little bit meta. We should
Metagaming.
Yeah. That's a little meta.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Korax, you see a creature kind of pick its head out of one of the bookshelves. It has a strange demeanor about it. So it's you can tell it's a ghost. It has no face though. It looks like one of those ghosts that's covered in a sheet almost. So it's got no face, but its whole body is this kind of like white flowing sheet look to it. And as you see it kind of peek out of one of the bookshelves, it slashes like with its claw an area near where the book is. And then the book, which was kind of being lifted up, just falls to the ground. Your Unseen Servant was killed.
Well, good thing we didn't go over here.
No!
Wait, did the Unseen Servant reach the book
Yes, it reached it, but it got slashed.
That's correct. It seemed like when the book was touched, then the ghost creature came out and.
Interesting.
This is a good time to tell you a little bit about the different kinds of ghosts that you guys know about. So this is something else you can put down in your information books. So this ghost that you've seen, Kara, is what they call a grunt. This is a ghost with it no longer has a personality. It is just like a minion. It doesn't do anything or say anything that would make it unique. They all look the same and they all still have soul coins, but you would need to know what was underneath the ghost to be able to take it. You'd need to know what it was before it became a grunt. Grunts are created when someone has spent too many years in the afterlife. Without, like, as a ghost, without interacting with anybody. Like, they've either been locked away or basically they've gone crazy from loneliness, that they become these grunts. And then smarter, more intelligent ghosts, which would be the next up, these are called aberrants. Smarter, more intelligent ghost would be able to then control a grunt pretty easily because the grunt just wants somebody to latch onto. They don't care who it is. They've been alone for so long that they will literally latch on and do anything for the first person that comes up to them. So that's an aberrant, ABBERANT. A-N-T, aberrant, which means like strange. And those are intelligent ghosts. So those are ones that are like Maximilian would be an aberrant.
Able to command grunts, you said?
Yeah, Maximilian would be an aberrant.
Okay.
Leon the Broker would be an aberrant.
I wonder if can Max see what we can see?
He can see. Yeah, he sees what you guys are seeing. Like he sees what
can't see the grunts?
everyone but Korax is seeing. He sees like the regular.
I'm wondering if Max has any kind of power over any of the grunts, or if the grunts are too loyal to
He's been stuck.
listen to.
He's been stuck in the entryway of the mansion for 100 years, so he hasn't had much interaction with any grunts.
So he hasn't got much pull. Okay.
But he seems to have a very strong will to not have become a grunt himself, being so lonely. But the other thing is, you know, Leon's been coming around to torture him once in a while, so he still gets interaction once in a while.
Yeah.
So you saw a grunt come out of one of the bookshelves and slash your unseen servant.
No. Okay. Well, my unseen servant just got wrecked by a rando ghost boy. So
Jordan's time to shine, dude.
All right, Trunks, Grog.
It sounds like we gotta go in.
It's trifecta time.
Yes, let's three-way.
Let's go.
All right. So you guys inch forward into the room with your three-way and towards the book. Towards the candle table in the middle.
What's happening?
Nothing. So as you guys continue forward, this is Trunks. Let me make sure again. This is Trunks, Grog, and Korax, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Ancient.
Crumb.
Where is
Crumb is
right
on
now?
Sparkle's on Trunks' shoulder. As
Really?
well.
That's
Yeah.
what I heard earlier.
Crumb jumped on Trunks' shoulder.
Crumb, do you still want to be on my shoulder?
After what you've just seen.
I'm not really sure where else I would go though.
Well, stay back with Victor and
Victor can carry
Maximilian.
you.
Okay, I will go back to over there, and if one of you gets hurt, then I will come back to here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we're keeping like a safe distance back, right? We're not super far back. We're just a little bit
Like
back.
15
Okay.
feet or something.
Okay, so you're going into the room, but you're just staying somewhat back.
Yes.
Okay, got it. That's good. So, as you guys all inch into the room, but Victor and Max and Crumb stay about 15 feet back from the other group. The three-way group gets to the table first, and in front of the book, you see the candle. The candle is just illuminating the book enough to the page that it's flipped to for you to see it. No ghosts have attacked you as you've kind of surrounded the table now, the three of you, looking at this book.
Well, they didn't attack until the book
Yeah,
was picked
so
up.
when the book is touched.
I'm not touching that
Correct.
book.
Yeah,
Now,
don't touch the book.
Victor, Max, and Crumb, you see the rest of the group looking at the table. They don't seem to have been attacked or hurt in any way, so you get an
Coast
idea.
is clear.
You get an idea that for now, things are going okay.
Can I see anything in the book?
Yeah, so all of you go ahead and roll me perception checks, please, as the book is slowly flipping pages, just very slowly.
Can they see the book?
Yes, the candle's very barely illuminating
okay.
it for them, just barely.
Okay.
You can
That
see it much
one,
better.
that is
I'm actually going to give
huge.
you an advantage on this, Korax, advantage on your perception
God,
check because you
Crumb.
can see it best.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, Crumb, what do your cat eyes see?
My
How many nat
special
20s is
cat
that?
eyes.
All right. Okay.
In the world?
So Crumb and Korax got the two highest rolls. Grog, not really much to see. Let me roll for Maximilian too.
Crumb
He
did
rolled
get
a
a nat
19,
20.
which is pretty good. Victor got a 16. Trunks got a 15. Okay. So I'm going to say that everybody but Grog.
Yeah, I got a
as
4.
you're-
Aw.
Nat 1.
So this is what everyone sees. This is like the natural thing that you guys see as you're looking at the book. But Crumb's going to get something extra because she rolled a natural 20. So I'm going to do hers last. So you all see this, the book that it's flipping through. It is a visitor's log. As you can see, the names of like signatures of people that have all visited the mansion. And you can kind of see that they just seem like regular names, like Judy from the Southern Mountains, and like Judy's family all signed the book, and you just see like a tour guide's name, like Tour Guide Frank.
Yeah.
So these are, it seems like when people came to the mansion, they get to the library on part of their tour or their adventure or whatever throughout the mansion, and it's not until that they go to sign the book that then they are attacked, it seems. And it seems like the book is wavering you to do the same as it flips to an open page.
Don't sign the book.
It sounds like a waiver, like a signing your
we
life
don't. We
away
can't
kind of
touch
thing.
it.
Why
So
would
get
we
wrecked.
want to sign it knowing that it does this?
Crumb, with your natural 20, as the pages are flipping through, you see something peculiar. The page kind of it flips past pretty quickly, but you see the names of people that you recognize. You see the names of another group of inspectors. They seem to have come in at some point and died. And here's what I'm going to tell you. The names you saw were a group of inspectors that you were told were sent on a completely different mission. You were not told that they were sent here to the mansion. You were told that they were sent to a whole nother plane of existence, and they were never able to come back. You were told they were sent to like the ghost realm, and they just never came back. So it seems like your bosses did not give you the correct information.
They're trying to get rid of us. Those scoundrels. I tell the group that the bosses were lying to us, and the
They're in
people
cahoots with
that we
Lehan.
know have been gone missing.
I let out an audible gasp.
Now you're not sure what the purpose was of them not telling you the full truth. Not sure.
Do we think they're trying to dispose of us, or that this is just a mission that's so difficult?
Coin black market. Lehan's running it. Our bosses are in on it. That's what I think.
Or do they just think no one would be crazy enough to do it if they knew how many inspectors have gone down?
Well, I know he's been stuck at the front of the mansion, but would Max know anything more about this? Like, or can I ask him? I guess does he know
But
anything
Max
about
is
this?
with us.
Yeah, you can ask him.
Okay, so after Crumb gives us the info.
Oh yeah.
I asked Max if he recognized these people passing through the entranceway and what his interaction with them was like.
They never came through my entranceway.
Oh, they probably went through like the basement then or something.
No, the side window or something.
Well, good thing we didn't, because they died.
Yeah.
Well, they died
Not
here.
making that mistake.
So they made it here. They just never went to the front door. Now, do these signatures, do they cut off? Is it like they started writing their names and then gone?
No, they are fully written.
Logged.
Okay.
Hey, Trunks, rock, paper, scissors. Loser has to write their name in the book.
No. We are not doing that. We are not doing that. We are not doing this over rock, paper, scissors. Okay, we are going to check this room for all the beagles, and then you can do your rock, paper, scissors away from the book.
All right, so it does flip. It has flipped, and it's been flipped to the last page that is open. There's still quite a few pages left in the visitor log, but it's like 3/4 of the way through the book. There's an open slot for you guys to start writing your names if you want. That is totally optional. You know that just picking up the book or touching the book got the unseen servant attacked, so it's up to you.
Well,
I think, what if the writing the name gives them the information to be able to pull our soul coins out?
Oh, I thought
They
we
only
just
need
supposed to
a
be
name
able
as
to
this
see in the
death note.
room.
I don't know. Maybe they can feel
Death
something out of your signature, like it's a more personal version of you.
Well,
Is
I mean,
there-
is there anything saying we have to write our real names? Can I just write a fake name?
There's
in the
nothing
book?
I
that
kinda
stops you from
wanna-
doing that.
I kind of
Yeah,
want
what
to see
about
the
a
front
fake
of this
name?
book. Like, I want to see what this book says. Like,
Can we
like
please not mess with the book? I don't want anyone to die.
Yeah, but
What if
I'm
we-
thinking, when you
What
sign
if
the
we
book,
write
it probably lets
Leon?
you see in the room is what I'm thinking.
Write
It's all
Leon.
dark because we
Write
haven't signed
Leon
it.
in the book.
sorry, go ahead, basically.
Maybe we can do something with the candle.
Could I do like an Arcana check? Will I learn any more about the book if I like?
There's not much more to learn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I like I want to do an action here. Can I go to the book and write Grog's name?
Stop it.
You
I am also doing an action. I go to him.
Okay, but you don't know
hit
I'm
him in
doing
the
this,
face.
Crum. You don't know I'm doing this. Like,
Victor's
Fight
stepping
game.
forward to go up to the book. Is anybody stopping Victor?
Yes, I am stopping Victor.
Why are you stopping Victor? Are you just stopping Victor because you don't want them to go to the book, or you don't want them to write Grog's name? Because you don't know he's going to write Grog's name.
I just don't want. From what I've seen of Victor so far, I don't want him near the
Don't trust him.
book. Okay.
Eat this mud.
What is it you've seen of me so far, Crum? Because you didn't see me interacting with Grog outside.
When you yelled at the ghost that I had ghost treats for them, I do not.
Yeah, she's got you
True.
there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
True, yeah.
All right, so Victor's stepping forward. Crumb kind of puts her paw on your shoulder.
I look at her, I say, yes, little cat.
She just nods her head or
I
shakes her
shake
head back
my
and
head
forth.
and I say, "Little man, this is not for you."
Little man.
I'm not little, though.
man.
I'm like 6 feet tall.
Yeah, he's pretty tall.
Yeah, he's tall.
Insulted by the
Okay.
cat, I choose to ignore her words and I continue to write Grog's name in the book.
Stop it, stop it,
Whoa.
You still got quite a few people you got to get through to get to the book. Because remember, you were staying back a little bit. So now you got to get through Trunks, Korax, and Grog if you want to actually get to the book.
Is
Okay.
Crumb gonna do like a roll though to try to stop him?
I'm going to say Crumb can't really just stop Victor. Like, Crumb's kind of small. I don't think Crumb would, with her muscles, be able to stop any of you.
Okay, I
Okay.
call out to Trunks and I say, "Please stop him. He is going to kill us all."
Okay. I will stop Victor from writing the name in the book.
So Trunks just stands in front of you, Victor. The only person in the
But,
group
but
taller
none
than
of these
you. Well,
people know that I'm
Grog's
going to
little
write
tall.
his name in the book, right?
No,
Like,
he's just stopping
see
you
you
from
approaching
getting
the
to the
book,
book at
though.
all.
I mean, I told them
we're
what
scared of
happens
the
when
book,
something
yeah.
touches the book. They
We're scared of
probably,
even touching it.
yeah.
But what's
all
the
right, I guess I
alternative?
just stopped, yeah.
What's the alternative here?
Like, I'm not here for a fight, I just stop, yeah.
Now, you could say something. You could
Victor.
say like, I'm gonna write, someone else's name, or you could lie.
I mean, can't we just ask Max what the deal is with the book?
He might know.
I
He
asked
hasn't
Max.
been in here. But yeah.
Oh, we don't know that.
I'm
It's his house.
not sure
Max.
what is
Okay.
in the book.
It's a roster of everyone who has ever signed it. I assume people who have come
Why?
through here.
Yeah, why are our friends' names or colleagues' names in this book?
As I said, I'm not sure. You said it's people who have visited, probably tourists. Maybe they were here for fun.
I'm here for fun.
I
I
would
like
not
punching
sign
ghosts.
the book with your names.
What if we write Leon in the book?
Yeah.
I like that idea.
I don't think this is Death Note.
Yeah, I think we have to
Victor,
picture him
do you
in our
wanna-
head when we do that too.
Yeah.
Victor, do you want to write Leon's name in the book?
I asked the group, can I write Leon's name in the book?
Hey, Max, why don't you write Leon's name?
No, let's Matt, we need Max. Max has
Yeah.
info.
What, you saying we don't need Victor?
I don't want Victor to die. This isn't a sacrifice.
Well, Max would be a bigger, like, he's going to be a quick target because they know who Max is. Whereas maybe, I
Can
don't
Max
know.
even write in the book?
I cannot.
Yeah, he's a
Mm,
ghost.
Okay, fair
Well,
enough.
sure,
You
sure.
may write my name if you wish.
Hey Max,
Where's
what's with the darkness? Do you have any idea what's causing this darkness?
I would imagine a similar spell to what you saw before, but it could be anything in this library.
Yeah, I feel like we need to.
Okay, there's a
Try and get rid of this
single
darkness.
candle that's being lit. There's a
I think
book
we-
with
Can we just
names.
protect Crumb for 10 minutes? Because I
We
feel
just-
like we're not getting anywhere.
We either write a name or we do a magic
Yeah, Victor,
detect.
go ahead, write Leon's name.
Can we just check something with the candle? Like maybe we can like try blowing it out or something. See what happens.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, try it.
Do we have a light source? If it doesn't.
Yeah, we know we can't see anything.
I can see. It's fine. I'll just relay information.
Okay, everyone can go back to the entrance while Korax blows it out. So then
Why am I
she-
blowing?
I don't feel like we should leave her alone.
Wait,
I
I don't
will
want to
blow
be
it out.
left alone though.
Okay, I will stay and I will blow it out. Okay.
No, you don't have to stay. I think we can have the three-way stay.
Okay.
Freeway part 2.
Three-way part 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
All right. I recommend Victor and Crumb go back to the entrance if they can. Can they see the light coming from the entrance?
Yeah.
Door's still open.
Yep, the door's still open.
Okay. Once they get there, Korax will blow the light of the candle out.
Okay. So as Victor and Crumb head to the entrance, Korax blows the light out with Trunks and Grog still around. Maximilian is also floating kind of nearby. He has not gone back to the entrance. As you go to blow the candle out, the flame flickers and then relights.
I had a feeling. Had a feeling.
I've had birthday candles like this before.
Okay, I think we should go with the sign someone's
Let's
name in the
write
book.
Leon in the book.
All right, Trunks,
who's doing
go for it.
No, Victor wanted to write the name. Come
I'm
on
over
back,
here at the
Victor.
entrance. I couldn't.
All right, come on back.
I'll do it.
Victor,
Okay.
come back.
No, I'm at the entrance with
I
Crumb.
pick up the
Okay.
pen next to the book.
All right, Grog,
All right.
do it.
And Grog, you doing it?
I lean forward.
Mhm.
I scribble down Leon.
All right. As you pick up the quill and write Leon's name, you just put Leon? Just the word Leon?
That's all I know.
All right.
Would
Put-
we need his last name?
You're not sure. As you write Leon, Grog, the candle that Korax was trying to snuff out snuffs out.
I did it.
Ruh-roh.
And
What
in
did
this
we do, though?
magical darkness, you all hear a deep laughter.
Can I look towards the laughter, see if I see anything?
As you're looking around, you don't see any creatures. It just kind of is echoing throughout the chamber. And the doors behind Victor and Crumb shut.
Uh-oh.
Guys?
Victor, we're gonna die,
Bum, bum,
Victor.
bum, bum, bum.
Uh-oh.
You know where it
And
The
looks at.
cliffhanger.